The first meeting of what they have termed as the Eminent Persons Group from Nepal and India has begun in Kathmandu today. The meeting of the group is focused on improvement in ties and contextual review of the treaties between the two nations. The meeting dwelt on the group's working procedure and agendas. In his inaugural address, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs Kamal Thapa said that the group will dwell on revisiting the Treaty of 1950 by strengthening the historic relationship between the two nations. Speaking at the program, coordinator of Indian Eminent Group Bhagat Singh Kesaria said that India is ready to review previous treaties and agreements and take the relation to new heights. Coordinator on behalf of Nepal, Bhesh Bahadur Thapa, informed that discussions at the meeting will be focused on introducing long-term improvements in Nepal-India relationship. The meeting will conclude tomorrow. Now, the Sikta irrigation project and its construction company have waged a blame game after the collapse of the project's canal. The project that has been set up in Nepalganj is one of the National Pride projects. At a press meeting held this afternoon, the representatives of the contractor company alleged that the canal broke down due to carelessness and apathy on the part of the project officials. The project, however, has directed the blame towards the construction company, citing below par work. Meanwhile, the irrigation project is preparing to carry out reconstruction works by redesigning its structures. Now, lawmakers have demanded a fair investigation on the collapse of the Sikta irrigation project and action against those found guilty. At today's Legislature Parliament meeting, the lawmakers said that damage on the Sikta canal has caused a significant irrigation problem to the local farmers. They demanded immediate action against the culprits associated with the project. The lawmakers also vented their ire at the Indian government for prohibiting construction of an embankment along the Susta section of Narayani River. Now, the Central Investigation Bureau of Nepal Police had earlier nabbed 36 individuals, accusing them of possessing fake academic certificates. Many in the country have recently been found working as doctors based on forged academic credentials. This is due to failure on the part of the Nepali educational institutions on verifying the equivalence of certificates obtained from foreign universities. The arrested doctors were being found enrolled in the profession by presenting fake certificates obtained from India's Bihar Intermediate Education Council. The country's equivalent secretariat for grade 12 approves around 6,000 students every year without verifying the authenticity of their certificates. More than 600 students from India's Bihar. Look at yesterday's results. What's your take on adversities seen on development projects? 20% voted for A, commission games, 40% voted for B, irresponsible contractor. And 40% voted for C, Nexus. Today we had asked.
सर्टिफिकेट भनेको प्राज्ञिक व्यक्तिको गहना हो त्यो गहना नै नक्कली भयो भने उसले दिने सेवा सुविधाहरू नै राम्रो हुँदैन त्यसको लागि अब सरकारले राम्रो एजुकेसन पोलिसी ल्याउनु पर्यो राज्यले नै कडा कानुन ल्याएर कानुनी कटघरामा उभ्याइयो भने यसलाई चाहिँ सरकारले कडा भन्दा कडा कानुन ल्याएर चाहिँ त्यसलाई निरुत्साहित गर्नु
जस्तो गर्छ यो नभइकन यो फेक सर्टिफिकेटको इस्यु चाहिँ सल्भ हुँदैन
Welcome back. The Home Ministry has formed a 5-member committee to investigate the death of 2 school children in Lalitpur's Taukhel. The ministry has directed the committee to furnish a detailed report regarding the incident within 7 days. The committee is coordinated by Joint Secretary Krishna Bahadur Rawat. Home Ministry spokesperson Yadav Koirala said that it was integral to form a ministerial-level committee taking into account the severity of the incident. The number of people killed in Sunday's suicide bomb attack in the Iraqi capital, Baghdad, has risen to more than 200. The Iraqi government has declared 3 days of national mourning after a huge bomb in the capital. Baghdad killed more than 200 people and wounded around 150. A lorry packed with explosives was detonated in the Karaja district while families were shopping for the holiday marking the end of Ramadan. Rescuers said whole families had been wiped out and many victims were burned beyond recognition. So-called Islamic State has said it carried out the suicide attack. Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi visited the mainly Shia area on Sunday, but his convoy was greeted by angry crowds. And we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for a short break. People in the capital have yet again started having a hard time purchasing fuel due to obstruction in supply caused by landslides along the country's major highways. According to the capital's petrol pump operators, consumers have started hoarding fuel, fearing possible shortage. The NOC has, however, said that the supply at the moment had been meeting the public's requirement. The corporation supplied 600,000 litres of petrol on Sunday, while the daily requirement stands at 300,000 litres. It's time now for the sports update. The semi-final equation of the ongoing Euro 2016 has been completed. The first semi-final on Wednesday night will see an encounter between Portugal and debutant Wales. The match is billed as a clash between Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale. Ronaldo has scored 2 goals in the tournament, while Bale has three goals to his credit. The two teams have met 5 times in the past, while the equation heavily favors Portugal with 4 wins. The second semi-final on Thursday night will bring football giants France and Germany face-to-face. Germany will miss the services of star striker Mario Gomez. The two teams have met each other on 27 occasions, while the equation slightly favors France, who have a 12-10 record against Germany. And before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories once again. The first meeting of eminent persons grouped from Nepal and India kicks off in the capital, meeting to focus on improvement in bilateral ties and contextual review of treaties. Sikta project and contractor company wage a blame game. Lawmakers demand a fair investigation on the collapse of the Shikha irrigation canal. That's all for the moment.